Hello and welcome to Night Tea. Today I have these two beautiful people with me, and on my right side we have Jennifer Aniston, and on my left side we have Mrs. White. Today we have received a lot of letters from you guys, and we have chosen 3 letters we will discuss and answer this time. The first letter is about sexuality and some confusion about their own sexuality. I'm a 16-year-old girl. I'm a lesbian, but do not dare to stand up and tell it to someone. But after some time, I was tired of that because I couldn't show who I was. One day, I came to school where I had taken tomboy clothes on and all looked. I got heart palpitations and was wildly nervous of what people would say. Some girl from the class came up to me and asked what it was for some clothes I was wearing. I answered that it was my normal clothes. Should I tell them about my sexuality? Do you have something to add here, Jennifer?
Yes, I don't think you have to hurry about coming out, while it obviously seems like you're not ready for that yet. What is important for you to realize is that homosexuality is not something for you to be ashamed of, and it will probably take some time for you to accept yourself. I also think it's important to realize that there's nothing you can do about the fact that you're into girls, so stand up for yourself and come out when you feel ready.
And do you have something to say here, Mrs. White?
Yes, I think you have to stand up for who you are. If your friends are real friends, they accept you as you are. I personally think that it's very cool to differ yourself from the normal lifestyle.
And it sounds like you agree that this girl should stand up for who she is. And not change because the people around her thinks that's weird. So be yourself. That's what we all have to say here, and there's most joy in that. And we have a second letter from you guys. I want to read out loud. It's about alcohol and drugs. I'm a 16-year-old boy. Well, I started partying when I was 15 years old. When I began drinking, it was with my friends, and we made a deal: no drugs and smoking. Slowly, my friends started to share some cigarettes at parties just for fun, they said. More became more, and every single party they were smoking. I didn't want to smoke, but they pushed me to it, and I felt that it was the only way to be a part of the group. Now we are all smoking every single day. For the last couple of months, they have talked very much about drugs, which I'm very no-go for. One day we experimented drugs, and they forced me to try it. Since we tried drugs first time, they've been taking it every single party. I don't want to destroy my life in drugs. What am I supposed to do? I don't really have other friends. And this time we'll start with you, Mrs. White.
I think this boy has to do what he self want and not what all his friends say and do. Um, Maybe try to find some other friends if they only have bad influ- in-
Influence on you, yes, yes, I see what you mean.
um, uh, think of what you want to do with your life.
And you have something to add here, Jennifer?
Yes, Eva says that it is important to do what you want to do yourself, and I totally agree in this. And I think that it's really important to think about your own future, hopefully drug free, and it is not said that you'll lose your friends either if you don't do drugs with them.
So, the advice we can give to you from these two people is that you should be yourself and don't care if your friends is forcing you to do something you don't want to. And obviously, we advise to do no drugs. Moving on to the last letter and I'll also read this one out loud. It's about pregnancy. I'm a 17-year-old boy whom accidentally made my lovely girlfriend pregnant. We have now been together for almost 2 years, and I'm really in love with her. My big problem is that she wants to keep this baby, which I'm not ready for at all. I'm not ready to be a father in the age of 17. Not ready for the responsibility you'll get, and not ready for the lifelong commitment yet. My girlfriend and I have talked a lot about this, and I know exactly how she feels. She wants, as mentioned before, the baby, and she would never ever think about getting an abortion. On the other hand, she knows exactly how I feel and how much I don't want the baby. What she doesn't know, though, is my thought of leaving her. Though that is also one thing I'm not ready for either. What should I do? Ruin my life or ruin hers? I'm not sure, but thank you for your time. It means a lot. And I can see you have something to say here, Mrs.
Yes,
White.
I think you have to take care of the baby and your girlfriend. Sometimes you need to do something you don't want to. It's your child, and it's you who not used condom, and that is your respon
Responsibility, yes. Do you agree here, Jennifer?
Yes, I think you should do the exact same thing as Eva said. You knew the consequences of having sex, and now when a baby has come, you should take care of it. You should stay with your girlfriend, and I know you'll be happy for that decision later in life.
So, um, the opinions from these two is that you should stay with your girlfriend and help her with the baby. Um, we say thank you for watching and see you next week.